Thank you very much, Tony and the Brain. Very Blacktop Crusher, Khrushchev, Darso, the Bully, on his way to the ring.
Wait a minute, you missed a couple.
I'm sure I did.
Oh, that's right, I forgot about that problem you have with Regal.
Of course. Are you kidding me? I'm on their Rolodex and for all the wrong reasons. Oh, Darso really giving it to Keith Butler, our ring announcer.
I heard you were on their speed dial.
I'm sure. And an entire filing cabinet because of the stuff I say on this broadcast. Please. You know what I say on this broadcast. It doesn't matter what I say on this broadcast.
It's 2 files thick. And you know what? You just added a third.
Right. Steven Regal. David Taylor bringing up the rear with a Union Jack. To face Barry Darso here on Worldwide. It is Starcade Weekend. This weekend, this Sunday, the big event in Washington, D.C.
And you can certainly tell in the WCW locker room that it is Starcade Weekend. Talk about tension backstage. There's that friction, there's that tension that you normally feel when WCW pay-per-view events are right around the corner, and we're breathing right down the neck of Starcade.
It goes back to 1983. The Flair for the gold. Ric Flair and Harley race in Charlotte, Greensboro, North Carolina. That's when it all started. But I think Starcade 99, easily the most eagerly anticipated Starcade in many, many years, maybe ever. It's going to go down this Sunday, and what's at the very top? The World Heavyweight Championship, Bret Hart defending against Goldberg.
Isn't it amazing? Our World Tag Team Champions in WCW. Bret Hart and Goldberg, tag partners in one breath, and in the other, absolute rivals with the world's title at line. Remember, no disqualification. There must be a winner.
No cheap finishes coming up at Starcade this year. Bret Hart and Goldberg. We will find out who really is the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be in Washington.
And we'll also find out who is the master of the powerbomb. Is it Big Kevin Nash, or how about the Millennium Man, Sid Vicious? The first person to powerbomb his opponent is declared the winner and is declared the master of the powerbomb.
It's like we talked about last Saturday on TBS, Mike. These men are fighting against instinct. Your instinct is, if you feel the powerbomb coming, you just take it, prepare for it, and get ready to kick out of that inevitable pin attempt. That's not going to help you at Starcade if you're Kevin Nash or Sid Vicious. If that powerbomb hits, the match is over.
And when it comes to instinct, who's going to have more of an advantage than Scott Hall in a U.S. title ladder match against Chris Benoit? The man who, either invented or perfected the ladder match. Scott Hall to face Benoit. United States Championship is on the line.
Scott Hall slapping Chris Benoit in the face a couple of thunders ago when he demanded that Benoit go out and win a couple of videotapes of his former ladder matches to see exactly what he can face at Starcade. Well, Chris Benoit, number one, doesn't need to be told to scout his opponents via videotape. He does it incessantly, morning, noon, and night. And on top of that, don't give away the score, Scott Hall. What you just gave Chris Benoit was an invitation to figure out a counter to all of your offense in the ladder match. My prediction, I think Benoit's going over at Starcade 99.
David Taylor from outside the ring using the flagpole to wear down Barry Darso, sends him back in, and Steven Regal, an attempt now to just finish off Darso, punctuated with a European uppercut, and then Taylor again with the bottom end of that flagpole, and now just trying to choke the breath right out of Darso.
Why is David Taylor allowed at ringside? He is a wrestler, not a manager, not a licensed second in WCW. Why is Charles Robinson not sending him to the back?
What an exchange between these two. And Darso just nailed Regal with a big overhand right, and Regal fights back with those European forearm smashes.
Oh! Big right hand from Darso. Tag Regal. Down goes Regal. Into the ropes. Lariat from Barry Darso. Sets Regal. Belly to back suplex. Way up and down. Darso quickly over. Going to make the cover. Robinson distracted by David Taylor.
And even that momentary distraction by Taylor allowed Regal to kick out at 2 rather than Darso to pin him. And wait a minute, Robinson just got nailed with the legs of Regal on the slam attempt by Darsow.
Robinson just bought one in the face. That's going to open the door to Taylor. With the Union Jack flagpole across the back of the head of Barry Darsow. Oh, and now Regal with the Regal stretch. Darsow was softened up by Taylor. Robinson didn't see it, and it's over. Darsow, no choice but to tap out.
Tap out is academic at that point after the interference on the part of Dave Taylor, and guess what? Yet another tainted victory for Steven Regal.
Watch that gratuitous backbeat we hear in the distance. When we come back, it'll be the Disco Inferno.